We have arrived at page 5. New number 18, unladen European swallow, that's a bird, flying against the wind, traveled 48 miles in 2.5 hours. That's against the wind. Remember, against the wind, we say the speed is r minus w. R for the speed with no wind, minus the wind speed. If you're going against the wind is slowing you down. So, making an equation out of that, 2.5 hours times r minus w miles per hour. Distance was 48 miles. Flying in the opposite direction, that would be with the wind. Oh, it even says that, how nice. It was able to travel the same distance in 2 hours. So 2 hours time times r plus w miles per hour, same distance, 48. Okay? And then we do the usual thing. We'll solve for r and w so we can find the rate of the swallow and calm weather and the rate of the wind. Divide both sides of this by 2.5. And I'm going to use a calculator for that because I'm not smart enough without it. Divide by 2.5, 19.2. We get r minus w, 19.2, and divide both sides of this one by 2. That I can do in my head. I get r plus w equals 24. And now we're ready to add the columns because we have opposites in the w column. 1r plus 1r is 2r, and 19.2 plus 24 is 43.2. And then if I divide both sides by 2, I get 1r is 21.6. And if I take that and put it in there, if I say 21.6 plus w equals 24, and subtract the 21.6 from both sides, I get 2.4 for w. So what does this mean for our answer? 21.6 miles per hour for the bird, and 2.4 miles per hour for the wind. Here we want to graph by using the slope and the y-intercept. This should be easy if you've practiced. It's in slope-intercept form. So we start at the y-intercept of 4. Y-intercept 4 on the y-axis. The slope is negative, so that tells us the line is going downhill. Down 2 over 3. So if I go down 2 and over 3, that's almost enough information right there if I've got a ruler, but I don't have a ruler. I'll go down 2 over 3 again. And in fact, I'll go up 2 and to the left 3. See all these points arranged in this downhill line with a slope of negative 2/3 and the y-intercept of 4. And even talking too much through this, that took about 2 minutes. Okay, and last thing, multiply these together and write the answer in scientific notation. So, I'm going to think of this as 4 things being multiplied, number times number times number times number, which means I can arrange the order any way I like. I'm going to change this to 4.8 times 8.9 times 10 to the negative 1 times 10 to the positive 5. And this part I'm going to do with the calculator. I'm going to be careful because it's so easy to punch in the wrong number and then you get it wrong for that silly reason. Times 4.8 times 8.9. Does that look right? Does it match 4.8, 8.9? Yes. So that comes out to 42.72. And for the powers of 10, I add the exponents, I get 10 to the 4th. Well, here's the answer, except it's not in scientific notation yet because I've got 2 digits in front of the decimal. I need to move the decimal over. And then I got to think, how do I adjust the exponent? Well, before I changed it, the point had to go 4 places to the right. Now I went the other direction. Now it has to go 5 places to the right. So I make this exponent a 5. And that's the end of page 5.